Good afternoon and happy Tuesday. What an awesome day today was, and hopefully you guys are able to capitalize out there too. A lot of turbulence in the market so far this week. Yesterday was a little bit crazy, a little bit slower. We had to be very selective. It was still a green day, but today was a lot better. So let's go ahead and dive into it, walk you through how I did, break down all the gappers from this morning and sort of what I liked, what I didn't like, why I didn't like it, and sort of how you can do it too. Now, the most active name today, again, was AMCI. And I hate this because yesterday this was one of the big runners too, and today I tried to play it, and I didn't really have conviction on it yesterday, and today that didn't change either. And so the problem with this is it just doesn't trade nice. It came out of market open. This thing gets squeezing right up into a halt. It opens, it halts straight down, it gaps down further out of the next resumption, consolidates, curls back, gaps back to the high of day. And I tried to play it here on the reclaim of the 9 EMA, and it's trades so wide. I probably could have traded this a little bit differently, but even then, I did the best that I could. And it just trades extremely wide. So you can see here, I played these pullbacks a couple of times, took one little loss here, took a little win here, took a larger win here. And you can't really tell what happens here on this candle. We're going to break down the whole setup here, of course, after I show you the entries and exits. But you take the entry here off the 9 EMA again, looking for that breakup higher, and it does get extending higher. But what you don't see here is this candle did much more than what you think you see here. And so this candle quickly snaps all the way to the highs. Then it flushes all the way to these lows. Then it flips all the way back to the highs and halts up. What even just happened? And so that's when I just left this alone the rest of the day. The price action here just sucks. And I hate it because it's, again, the most active. I wouldn't say it's the most obvious, but it was the most active name today with the most volume. And you see the problem is the majority out there don't really know how to read price action. They just go out here and buy whatever has got any bit of life to it and just hope for the best. And this did not have clean price action today. I hate it. It sucks. Because I would have loved to have been able to capitalize on this, but you just can't. Without clean opportunity, you just can't. This was on last night's watch list too, and it looked pretty good for today. Of course, this was a clear sky setup. This is one of those SPAC names you can see here, broke over the all-time highs over 1075 and just got rolling today out of market open. And then even then, you compare it to the plan from last night, which again, I'll sort of show you here. The game plan was to look for continuation today. And surely we did find continuation. I was wanting to see this hold off of 8 this morning, which it did literally hold off of that $8 level. It put in place a nice higher low this morning and just got stair-stepping into the open. But just really weird price action. Of course, ran into the highs from yesterday up here and rejected off that 1539, which you found in after hours. So it's just a weird setup. I wish it was cleaner. Share price wasn't an issue. Of course, the float wasn't an issue. It's just how it trades. The personality of the stock is just not nice. So the big thing here is it always goes back to my saying of it's not so much how much the stock is up, but it's actually how it got there. And so even though this stock is up significantly today, another 66% as we're talking about it, it doesn't matter. If it's not clean, it's not predictable. I don't care how much it's up because I can't capitalize. I don't have any conviction. So without conviction, you can't really do anything, and you can't really, of course, force conviction either. You don't want to force yourself to like something because you're just, again, faking it until you make it. Guess what? You're not going to make it that way because it's obviously not a good setup. So that was that. But of course, going to the market open, I was watching a few setups, and based on pre-market gappers, SRXH was the pre-market gapper. This thing was up significantly. What was it, up 300% this morning? And so I take my entry this morning way down here off the reclaim of the 50-moving average. And so this thing sort of opens up, and we have this, again, downtrend formed here from pre-market, where I'm watching this into market open to see if it wants to keep breaking back to the upside. We have these lower lows and, of course, lower highs, which begins to crack and curl after about 15, 20 minutes passes after the bell. And we've got a VWAP sitting way up here around like 80 cents a share. And so I'm like, all right, well, if we can pivot back over the 50-moving average, get move back towards VWAP, this could look really good for a little reclaim or a little retest of VWAP. And so we see this start to curl back over the 50-moving average over the opening high, and I try to take an entry, and I have a really small win on this today. Hardly anything because it just fails to follow through. You can see it here. After it breaks out, I'm looking for that extension back to the VWAP area around 80 cents. And so I take it. It sets up nicely for a second. It pulls back, puts in place a nice little base here. I'm using this past high as my area to risk off of, and it just doesn't follow through. It pops up. I'm able to get some profits taken out here up into the highs on the attempted move higher. And then it just fakes out. It looks a little bit weak, and I cut the rest of the entry. So it's just a shame here, but hey, it is what it is. So managed this well, no follow through, great setup. It was leading gapper this morning, but obviously did not work out thereafter. But getting into the good stuff though, enough of the turns. Moving on to AZI. This was my favorite setup of the day today, my highest conviction setup from today. And I'll show you here on the 5-minute time frame. This thing literally looked incredible. It looked very similar to yesterday whenever we traded MASK, almost identical setup. And so we actually have here formed a pre-market. We, of course, got these lower highs. This thing obviously was a pre-market gapper this morning. We got these lower highs formed going into the bell. Of course, have these lower lows. So you almost have this sort of tightening, descending channel here, which breaks out at market open. And you can see here, it breaks out, flushes off the 50, and quickly gets bought back up. And so you look at the 1-minute chart here, what happens? Look at this. And so it flushes at the bell and then quickly reclaims. Look at this. It bounces straight back above, gets bought up aggressively. Look at the volume here. So much volume on the reclaim, gets bought up aggressively off that flush and reverses back over your moving averages. Again, perfectly. Look at this. Perfect confluence there off the moving average. And so I'm able to take this here beautifully. Look at this. So take it off 197, risking off the 50 moving average of 193. So 5 cents a share of risk. And this thing just rockets back to VWAP. This is what I was looking for on SRXH, pretty much. And so I get a perfect move here, as you can see, from 195 back to about 220. Even got a little ad here for the break higher. You can see it starts to get breaking out here higher. I got a little ad for the extension higher. Then it begins to wick off of VWAP, and I take a full exit, take my profit, and walk. But this was awesome. This was super clean. Could not have asked for better opportunity here. Again, amazing move. Just really trailed 1-minute lows. Once we saw it top off the high, that's my full exit. You saw this. The sellers come in off of VWAP. We know, all right, time to step away and take that profit. So this was the trade of the day. This was a pretty large win just because of the lack of risk we had here and the real conviction we had in the setup. Able to take some good share size, and again, got a pretty massive move here. And so took it here from 196 to overall about 220. So real nice play, about 25 cents a share, all said and done. So that was nice. We had VMAR a little bit later in the morning. This was also very nice. And so this one was kind of tough. And so we have this first move here where it's just, 10 consecutive candles here to the upside. It halts up, it resumes, it pulls back, and then it just rocks higher. I think it halts up here. If it doesn't, I know it halted up. I think it was here. In any case, halted up, pulls back. And so, I missed this entry here, unfortunately, which you don't really have much to base it off of here. But through here, it halts up, resumes, dips lower, and what we see here is it sort of tightens up off of VWAP at the 90 MA. And what I know here is we have the $1 level right above price sitting right here. And so I was like, all right, we are about 20 cents away from that psychological dollar level. I want to try and get the retest of $1 here because we look good on the daily chart. The daily time frame here looks fantastic. It's a bit hard to see because it's so beat down. But anyways, we saw this again start to, curl back off, view up the 90 MA. So I take the entry there, risking off the pass low for the break back up to $1 a share. And again, it would play this pretty well. Played here from 81 cents, again, risking off the pass low of 76, about 5 cents a share of risk again. And I caught a move here from, again, 81 cents, all the way back up into 92 or 96 cents a share. And so I took a full exit here because it started to look a little bit heavy. We can see these wicks getting put in off the high, which, again, we see that top heaviness, what I call it, the way down overhead from sellers, profit takers. And so I also knew we had a lack of range to the upside, a lack of incentive to the upside. So I took my full exit here as well underneath the dollar, right here at 96. And I was a little bit worried it was going to get squeezing higher, but hey, I didn't want to get greedy. Took a nice play. And of course, now it is up towards new highs, but we wrapped up for the morning back here with a really awesome day. So that was that. We also had some good trades on VERO today. VERO was nice, a little bit choppy. It was very thin, I will say, very thin. But anyhow, all right, so this thing gets breaking out. It puts in place this wide range this morning, which is kind of hard to play, to be honest with you. I was watching it here, but you can even see down here, volume was extremely light back here this morning, really until it got breaking out over its highs. It didn't really have much volume. And even through here, volume wasn't fantastic. It was tradable, but it wasn't fantastic. It was readable to some degree. And so this breaks out, it pulls back underneath the 9 and 20 moving average. Then it reverses, right, and reclaims. And so I'm taking pullbacks off of that 20, trying to look for the curl back higher because it still holds off these higher lows, which you can see here. Higher lows. And so as it reclaims trend, back to the upside, just taking pullback. You can see taking pullbacks off the 90 MA. Again, pullbacks sold up in a strength. Those were all half-size trades here. I didn't have a ton of conviction because of the lack of volume. So half-size trade. Came in here on the next trade because you can see how tight this sort of gets right here. And so I took a quarter size on this one right here. I was looking to anticipate the breakout higher, and then I was going to get an ad over these highs. So take a quarter size here, take a loss on it, and then as you can see, it pulls back and sort of reclaims off the 20. It retests and confirms we have buyers still stepping up there off the 20 moving average. And so we sort of confirm a bit of a tighter, higher low here. And so I take a re-entry with a half size here, more size than the loss. After we do have some confirmation. Of course, stop loss goes at the bottom of this candle on the curl. And then again, got to move here again on this last trade from 257 back to about 270, back up into this previous high of day where I took my full profit, back up into these past highs into overhead supply. So very happy with this on VERO. Small profits, but hey, some is better than nothing. All right, last but not least, we had BEAT, which is my one red ticker today. No pain in the butt. This thing looked good, and it has a bit of a larger float. I tried to get this thing to curl today. You can see the daily chart here was phenomenal. So you have this sort of top formed off the highs here. I was looking for this to just break out and continue higher today after. You can see here, I tried to break out yesterday and sort of the same thing. Look at this. It breaks out yesterday, rejects and closed lower than the breakout level, and then it rejects again, or it breaks out again today, and I'm trying to make the same thing happen. And so I take it for the range up through highs, which we had here, I believe, is about, what was it, 330, 360. And so I nailed the entry there on the pullbacks, because what I'm looking for here is it's pulling back, and I saw buyers start to step back in here over the 90 MA, which was currently sitting right about here. So I was looking to see if we couldn't hop in on this 1-minute pullback for the retest of the previous high of day for the break back up through 330. Obviously didn't work out. So took a loss here. Once it reversed back over and reclaimed over VWAP in the 90 MA, I tried to take some re-entries, and I wasn't really able to do much. I'm sort of break even through here. So overall, I'm small red on this today. It is what it is. It just didn't work out, but it was a good setup. So that's just that. The daily chart was nice. This was nice, taking a pullback off the 9 after this massive influx of volume. We just didn't see volume come back in. That's really what it boils down to. So we have all this volume through here, and then, of course, we have no volume thereafter. So it just never came back. So all in all, that pretty much sums up the morning, but overall, a really, really good day. Primarily with thanks to ACI, VMAR, VERO, all of those three really made up the morning here. Those were the most obvious names. Of course, the most active name was not the most obvious. Big difference between what is active and what is obvious. Again, obvious implies that it looks amazing to a large number of people. It is the obvious setup. It looks obvious to a large crowd of folks. Whereas AMCI might have been active, but it was really only, I feel like, obvious to those that don't have much experience, but that can't really read price action, because this thing just was not very readable today. So anyways, that is the morning recap. Hopefully you had an awesome day today. Let me know in the comments below how you did today. And if you learned something from this video, make sure to subscribe for daily content just like this. And of course, make sure to claim your 7-day free trial to watch me trade stocks just like this in real time every single day, and get alerts, watch list, chat room access, scanners, news, our new journaling app, and so much more. And that being said, catch you back tomorrow, and I'll catch you in the chat room for an awesome day ahead. See you there.